we're diving into one of the most shocking coin discoveries of recent years, the 2014 P. Arches National Park Quarter. Believe it or not, one of these seemingly ordinary coins has been valued at a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. So grab your magnifying glasses and pocket change, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and if you might be sitting on a fortune. Let's start with the basics. The 2014 P. Arches National Park Quarter was released as part of the America the Beautiful series, which ran from 2010 to 2021. This particular coin features the stunning natural rock formation in Arches National Park, Utah. Known as Delicate Arch, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these coins, but only a handful have been identified as having an extremely rare and valuable error or variety. So why is this coin worth a staggering $1.5 million? It all comes down to a rare and dramatic minting error combined with perfect preservation. Double die obverse, DDO. Some of these coins show clear doubling on the words Liberty and In God We Trust. This doubling can be seen under magnification and significantly increases the coin's value. Misaligned die strike. There are a few known examples where the strike was slightly off, causing part of the design to be shifted. This makes the coin a collector's dream. Struck on a foreign planchet. Some of these rare Arches quarters were mistakenly struck on planchets intended for other coins, creating an extremely rare error. Perfect condition. The most valuable 2014 P. Arches quarter was graded MS70 by PCGS, the highest possible rating. Coins in lower conditions are still valuable, but won't reach the $1 million mark. Now, the big question: how do you check if you have one of these rare quarters? Look for doubling on the lettering. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect the text on the coin. Check the edges. If your coin has a smooth or off-center edge, it could be an error coin. Weigh it. A regular quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If yours is significantly off, it might be on a foreign planchet. Get it professionally graded. If you suspect your coin is special, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. Even if your coin doesn't hit the jackpot, 2014 P. Arches quarters with errors are selling for serious money. Lower grade error coins have been selling for hundreds to thousands of dollars, but that one perfect MS70 example? It sold for an eye-watering $1.5 million to a private collector who specializes in rare modern coins. If you're wondering where to hunt for this valuable coin, here are some great places to check. Coin rolls from the bank. Some of these quarters are still in circulation, hiding in bank rolls. Estate sales and flea markets. You never know where an unknowing seller might have rare coins. Coin shows and dealers. Sometimes, rare coins go unnoticed and are priced way below their true value. So there you have it. The 2014 P. Arches quarter could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Take the time to check your coins, and who knows, you might just be holding the next $1 million discovery. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, hit that like button and subscribe for more treasure hunting tips. And if you have any interesting coin finds, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories. Imagine walking down the street, grabbing a coffee, and handing over some change, only to realize later that one of those quarters is worth a life-changing $1.6 million. Sounds like a dream, right? But for some lucky collectors, this dream has become a reality. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the rare 1999 P. Georgia State quarter that has stunned the coin collecting world with its massive value. The Georgia State quarter was released in 1999 as part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, a program that ran from 1999 to 2008, celebrating each state with its own unique design. The Georgia quarter features the state outline, a peach, the state's iconic fruit, live oak sprigs, and the state motto, Wisdom, Justice, Moderation. While most of these quarters are only worth their face value, some rare variations and minting errors have made a few of them incredibly valuable. Now, let's talk about what makes this particular quarter worth an eye-watering $1.6 million. It all comes down to a combination of factors: minting errors, rarity, and collector demand. Certain quarters from the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a P, were struck with unique errors that set them apart. Some of these errors include double die strikes, off-center strikes, and minting imperfections that make them rare collector's items. But one particular 1999 P Georgia quarter, which has recently been sold for $1.6 million, had a distinct and rare flaw: an overstruck minting error, where an imprint from another coin appears faintly on the surface. Only a handful of these error quarters exist, making them highly sought after. The specific quarter that sold for $1.6 million was in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded as MS68 by professional coin graders. High-end collectors and investors are always on the lookout for unique pieces that can appreciate in value. If you think you might have a valuable 1999 P Georgia quarter, here's what to look for. Check the mint mark. Look for the P marking on the obverse side of the coin. Examine for errors. Look for unusual doubling of letters or numbers, off-center designs, or any strange marks that indicate a minting flaw. Assess the condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable your coin might be. If you think you have a rare Georgia quarter, don't just rush to sell it. Instead, take these steps: consult a professional coin dealer or numismatist. Submit your coin to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for an official evaluation. Research recent sales and auction results to get an idea of your coin's potential value. The coin collecting market is booming, and rare finds like this Georgia quarter continue to break records at auctions. Many collectors specialize in state quarters, and with each year that passes, these rare coins become even more desirable. Could you be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? It's time to start checking your change. The 1999 P Georgia quarter might just be one of the most valuable pieces hiding in plain sight. So, if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins that could be lurking in your collection, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Who knows? The next rare coin we talk about might be sitting in your pocket right now. Alright, folks, gather around because today we are diving deep into the world of quarters, but not just any quarter. We're talking about the legendary 1981 P Washington quarter, a coin so valuable that one recently sold for an unbelievable $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single quarter worth more than a house, a sports car, or even a lifetime supply of coffee. I've got a pile of quarters lying around. Could I be sitting on a gold mine? Well, stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so special, how to identify if you have one, and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1981 P Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia. That's what the little P mint mark stands for, right under the eagle's tail on the reverse. It's part of the standard Washington quarter series that's been around since 1932, featuring good old George Washington on the obverse. Over 600 million of these quarters were produced in 1981, so at first glance, it doesn't seem like anything extraordinary, right? But here's where it gets interesting. The million-dollar question is, what makes this coin worth $1.7 million? Well, it all comes down to a rare error and an incredible condition. First, let's talk about the error. Some of these 1981 P quarters were struck with a rare die variation, which resulted in a double die obverse. This means Washington's profile, the inscriptions, and even the date might appear slightly doubled under magnification. If you spot this doubling effect, congratulations! You might have something extremely rare. Another key factor is the condition of the coin. The $1.7 million example wasn't just any quarter. It was graded by a professional coin grading service as a pristine MS68. Now, For those unfamiliar with grading, that means the coin is in nearly perfect, untouched condition, basically as if it just left the mint yesterday. Considering that quarters circulate heavily, finding one in this top-tier condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. So, how do you check if your 1981p quarter is worth a fortune? First, grab a magnifying glass and inspect Washington's profile, especially the eye, nose, and inscriptions. Look for any doubling or oddities in the lettering. Next, check the condition. If it's full of scratches and wear, it might still be worth more than face value, but not millions. However, if it looks brand new with a strong strike and original luster, you could be holding on to something truly special. Now, let's talk about how you can sell it if you think you have a valuable one. The best approach is to get it authenticated by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These companies will professionally grade your coin and give it an official certification, which can significantly increase its value. After that, you can auction it off through major coin auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, where serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar. But even if you don't have the rare $1.7 million version, don't be discouraged. The 1981p quarter in mint condition can still be worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars depending on the grade. Even lightly circulated versions with strong details can fetch a decent premium over face value. So, what's the moral of the story? Check your change. The next time you get a quarter back from the gas station, take a second look. You never know. That ordinary-looking coin might just be your ticket to $1 million payday. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in plain sight, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you've got any interesting coin finds, drop a comment below. Who knows? Your coin could be the next big discovery. Alright, folks, buckle up because today we're diving into one of the biggest discoveries in the world of coin collecting, a 1776 to 1976 bicentennial Washington quarter with no mint mark, valued at a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary pocket change is now worth a fortune, and you might just have one sitting in a jar at home. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty details, let me ask you something. Have you ever emptied out your change jar, hoping to find that one special coin that could change your life? Well, what if I told you that one of the most overlooked quarters in U.S. history is now one of the most valuable? That's right, and today we're going to break it all down. How to identify this rare gem, what makes it so special, and why collectors are going crazy over it. So let's start with a bit of history. The 1776 to 1976 bicentennial quarter was minted to commemorate America's 200th birthday. These quarters were issued in huge numbers. Over 1.6 billion were made. Most of them are worth face value, maybe a little more in pristine condition. But here's where things get interesting. A small number of these quarters were struck without a mint mark, making them incredibly rare. And when rare coins hit the collector's market, prices skyrocket. The big question is, what makes this no mint mark quarter worth $1.8 million? Well, it all comes down to a combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. The most valuable version of this coin is an error coin, likely struck at the Philadelphia Mint but missing the identifying mark. Some experts believe these were test strikes, never meant to circulate, but a few managed to slip through the cracks. Now, let's talk about how you can spot one of these valuable quarters. First, check for the absence of a mint mark just below the date on the obverse side of the coin. If there's no D or S, you might be in luck. But here's the kicker. It's not just the missing mint mark that makes it valuable. The coin must also be in top-notch condition. That means little to no wear, sharp details, and preferably a deep cameo-proof finish. So, if you think you have one of these in your collection, what should you do next? First, get it professionally graded. Organizations like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, which is essential if you're looking to sell it for top dollar. The higher the grade, the more valuable it becomes. Now, you're probably wondering, who's paying $1.8 million for a quarter? Well, serious collectors and investors in the numismatic world are always on the hunt for the rarest pieces. Auctions are where these coins make headlines. A recent record-breaking sale saw one of these rare bicentennial quarters fetch that incredible price tag. Even if you don't have the $1 million quarter, don't get discouraged. There are still valuable versions of the bicentennial quarter out there. For example, silver-clad versions minted in San Francisco can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially in high grades.so. The next time you get a quarter in your change, take a second look. You never know. Your next cup of coffee could be paid for with a coin worth a fortune. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another video. We're diving into an incredible story about one of the rarest and most valuable quarters out there, the 2000D Massachusetts State Quarter. Believe it or not, one of these bad boys recently made headlines with a mind-blowing price tag of $1.9 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single quarter worth almost $2 million. So grab a seat, get comfortable, and let's break down everything you need to know about this legendary coin. First off, let's talk about the Massachusetts State Quarter itself. It was part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, released in 2000 to honor the Bay State. The design features a detailed image of a Minuteman, a Revolutionary War soldier, standing proudly with a musket in hand. Behind him, you'll see an outline of Massachusetts, with the state's name and the year it joined the Union, 1788. On the reverse, of course, you have the classic George Washington portrait that all state quarters share. Now, here's where things get really exciting. Most Massachusetts state quarters are worth, well, a quarter, maybe a little more if they're in excellent condition. But the one we're talking about today isn't just any quarter. This specific 2000D Massachusetts State Quarter is a rare, highly sought-after mint error that has collectors foaming at the mouth.so. What makes it so special? The key to this quarter's insane value lies in a rare minting error. Some reports suggest it was struck on a rare experimental planchet, meaning the metal composition is different from a standard quarter. Others believe it has an extremely rare double strike or off-center error that makes it one of a kind. Either way, whatever happened at the Denver Mint that day in 2000, it resulted in a coin that's worth more than a luxury sports car, a mansion, or even a lifetime supply of cheeseburgers. Now, you're probably wondering, how do you know if you have this golden ticket in your pocket change? Well, first, check for the D Mint mark, located on the obverse side of the coin, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. If you've got that, take a closer look at the coin's surface, weight, and any unusual features. Errors like missing clad layers, dramatic misstrikes, or unique metallic compositions can skyrocket the value of a coin. But here's the big question: where did this $1.9 million quarter come from? And who paid the jaw-dropping price? According to auction records, an elite collector with deep pockets shelled out nearly $2 million for this coin, making it one of the most valuable quarters ever sold. It was authenticated by a top grading service, sealed in a protective slab, and now sits in a private collection, likely under tight security. Now, let's talk about market value. If you find a standard 2000D Massachusetts quarter in your spare change, it's probably worth 25 cents. However, if you come across one in mint condition, uncirculated, or even graded MS67 or higher, you could be looking at a few $100s. And if you're lucky enough to find one with a verified rare error, well, you might just hit the jackpot.so. What can you do to increase your chances of finding rare and valuable quarters? Here are some quick tips. First, always check your change. You never know when a rare coin will pop up in circulation. Second, visit local coin shops, flea markets, and estate sales. Many people unknowingly sell valuable coins at face value. Third, educate yourself. Learn about mint marks, errors, and grading so you can spot a valuable coin when you see one. And finally, invest in a good magnifying glass and a coin scale to examine coins more closely. At the end of the day, coin collecting is a thrilling hobby, and stories like this remind us why we do it. The idea that a simple quarter could be worth nearly $2 million is enough to keep us all searching, hunting, and dreaming. Who knows? Maybe you're sitting on a fortune right now without even realizing it. So, the next time you get a 2000 Massachusetts quarter, don't just toss it into a coin jar. Take a closer look. It might just change your life. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting content, and let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin in your collection. We have an absolute bombshell for all you coin collectors out there. Imagine finding a quarter in your pocket change, only to discover it's worth a staggering $2.1 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's real, and we're talking about the rare 2020 National Park quarter. Stick around because we're diving deep into what makes this coin so valuable and how you can spot one. Now, if you're new to the channel, we talk about coins that are worth money, rare finds, and everything in between. So, if you love coin collecting or just want to know if you have a fortune sitting in your change jar, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let's start with some basics. The 2020 National Park Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 to 2021. This program featured national parks and other historic sites across the United States. The specific coin we're talking about today was minted in Denver, hence the D mint mark, and features a stunning design representing one of our nation's beautiful parks. Now, let's get to the juicy part. Why on earth is this coin worth $2.1 million? Well, it comes down to a combination of factors. Minting error. This coin has an extremely rare and dramatic minting error that makes it one of a kind. Experts have identified a double die-obverse, which means the inscriptions and images have a noticeable doubling effect. Pristine condition. The coin that sold for $2.1 million was graded as a perfect MS-70 by PCGS, meaning it's in absolutely flawless condition. Finding a circulated version will lower the value, but could still be worth a hefty sum. Low population in high grades. While millions of these coins were minted, very few have been found in top condition with the rare error. This makes them incredibly desirable to collectors. Market demand. Coin collectors and investors are always looking for unique pieces, and this one, being both rare and error-filled, skyrocketed in value due to high demand. If you're checking your change, here's how you can identify if you have a valuable one. Look for the D mint mark just below. In God we trust. Check for doubling on the inscriptions and design elements using a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Examine the coin's condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. If you think you have something special, get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Even if you don't find the exact $2.1 million version, don't lose hope. Several 2020 quarters from different mints have been found with errors and can still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. 2020 W quarters. Some West Point minted quarters with low mintages are already selling for high prices. Die cracks and cuds. If you find a 2020 D quarter with a die crack or a cud, raised metal from a broken die, it could be worth more than face value. Now, you might be wondering, if I find one, where do I sell it? Great question. Here's what you need to know. Auction houses, places like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers handle high-end coin sales. Online marketplaces eBay and Facebook Marketplace can be good places to sell, but be cautious of scams. Local coin shops, some dealers may be willing to buy your coin outright. Grading services before selling. Get your coin authenticated and graded to maximize value.so. There you have it. The 2020 National Park Quarter, with a rare error that sold for $2.1 million, is a prime example of why coin collecting can be so exciting. Who knows? You might have a fortune hiding in your change jar right now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let us know your best finds. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're talking about a coin that has sent shockwaves through the collecting world. The 2021 Mint Mark State Quarter that's worth a staggering $2.2 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single quarter, just 25 cents in face value, is now one of the most valuable modern coins in existence. Stick with me because we're about to break down what makes this coin so special, how you might find one, and how much your quarters could be worth. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about the basics. The Mint Mark means this quarter was minted in Denver. Released in 2021, it was part of the final stretch of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. But what makes this particular quarter worth millions? Well, like all valuable coins, it comes down to rarity, errors, and demand. This specific quarter is known to have a major minting error, a double die obverse, and a misaligned die strike. That means certain features on the front of the coin are doubled, creating a unique look. Plus, the die misalignment resulted in an off-center strike, making it even more distinctive. Now, error coins aren't unheard of, but what makes this one a true gem is that only a handful have been discovered. And when something is this rare, collectors go absolutely nuts. The most recent sale of this coin at auction? A jaw-dropping $2.2 million. Imagine finding one of these in your pocket change. Talk about a life-changing moment. So how do you check if you have one? First, grab a magnifying glass and take a good look at your 2021 quarters. Look for doubling on Washington's face and lettering. Then, check for an off-center strike. If any part of the design is pushed too far to one side, you might have something special. If you think you've found one, get it authenticated. Send it to a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified, high-grade error coin can skyrocket in value. And even if yours isn't the million-dollar quarter, other rare errors still sell for thousands. Now, let's talk market trends. Coins like these are hot right now, and demand is only growing. The pandemic sparked a surge in coin collecting, with more people hunting for valuable pieces. Combine that with social media and online marketplaces, and prices are soaring higher than ever. Collectors love modern era coins because they're accessible and exciting. You don't have to dig through ancient treasure chests. Sometimes, history is hiding in your spare change. And with prices like these, it's no wonder people are going crazy over the 2021 quarter. So, have you checked your pocket change lately? Who knows? You might be holding on to a small fortune without even realizing it. Let me know in the comments if you've found any rare quarters. I love hearing your coin collecting stories. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing coin discoveries.